Hi, my name's Craig Pohl. This is my lovely wife Allison and our baby Catherine.
And we're the winners of the $75,000 CertainTeed Living Spaces Home Makeover. Congratulations, honey. And thank you, CertainTeed. To all of our loyal supporters and fans, friends, family, and beyond, we cannot thank you enough for winning this dream home for us.
Yeah, this was not possible without you, and we are so grateful, and we don't forget that either, that through the whole step of this process, of course, we're so grateful to CertainTeed, but it wasn't possible without everyone who pulled for us, voting, our family, friends, and the perfect strangers who we heard from throughout this contest that just said, hey, we loved this video, we loved this contest, and we were all having fun together with it, so thanks so much. Well, this thing was crazy from the start because I was really enthusiastic to begin with. I was sitting on our patio out back and I was researching different products. I went to CertainTeed's website knowing that they had exterior trim products, and I got through the first page of CertainTeed's website and I got onto the trim spot, and I was researching the different moldings and different things like this, and I noticed at the bottom this flashy little yellow box that said $75,000 home makeover, and I thought, let's just see what this is all about. And so I clicked on it. I said, honey, I know this is going to sound crazy. We've already done something crazy by buying this house. I'm going to add to the pot here. There's a contest going on, and I think we should try for this.
Craig was so excited, and when I looked it over, I thought, wow, there have only been a couple entries. The odds are great so far, and the prize money was wonderful, and the products were perfect for our needs. So I was there with my sister and my mom, and we started brainstorming what ideas would make a good video.
What was really interesting about it was that when we had bought the house, I said, okay, Allison, all I need to do is get the exterior of this house buttoned up so that we can start working on the inside. And if it takes me 3 years to finish the inside, that's how long it takes. Who cares? But I just need to get the outside buttoned up. And that's why when I read the rules to the contest and what the makeover was actually for, I'm just thinking, really? We just had this conversation, you know? And
it was too perfect for us.
And she took off with it, and I didn't really expect her to. I thought she was actually going to say, you know, that's a nice, fun idea, honey, but get to work. You know, start working on the house, go buy the siding, and go buy the decking, and all the other stuff that needed to be done. And so it was at that point when she ran with it that both our minds just started going with it. And so that's how we started out with our first idea. And I knew I had the winner when I was just thinking about, what is my life right now? Well, it's kind of from day to day, honey, could you do this? Yes, of course. Honey, could you take care of this project? And of course, always very polite, but you know, it was one of these things, we got to keep the projects moving. And so, you know, it was kind of like I'd come home from work and, honey, have we gotten to this yet? Not yet, you know? And so I was just envisioning the opening scene to The Princess Bride. And so we came up with this idea where she was going to be the princess and I was going to be the farm boy, only she was going to call me husband. And at the end, the punchline was going to be every time that, one day she was amazed to realize that when he was saying yes, of course, what he actually meant was CertainTeed. And so it was his little trump card in his back pocket to kind of say, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do this with the contest. And so we ended up filming it, and
it was a miserable failure.
The Queen and Her Castle by Catherine Jean Robertson. Chapter 1. Long ago, in a very small country, in a land of no consequence, lived Queen Honeydew and her husband. But all was not well in the land, since the king's gross neglect of the castle had caused Queen Honeydew's love to grow cold. Queen Honeydew's favorite pastime was tormenting her husband with jobs around the castle. In fact, nothing gave her more pleasure than ordering the king around.
Husband, fix the roof. I'd like to see the sun glistening off it by morning.
Of course.
Husband, replace this siding.
Of course.
husband fix this porch? Please?
Of course.
That day, she was amazed to discover that her love had returned, because she finally realized that as he was saying, yes, of course, what he really meant was CertainTeed.
The videographer sent it to us. I watched it maybe 30 seconds and I said, turn that off.
And we almost gave up.
Show nobody. We basically said, we're shutting the door on this and no one's going to find out about it, you know, and we're going to burn the evidence. But it turns out that the evidence does still exist, much to my chagrin. But then Allison, you know, she was persistent. And at this point, I was losing a little bit of steam. I just said, you know, I'm doing enough. I was applying for a new position. I have a 40-hour-a-week job, plus I'm working on this house, and now we're supposed to be doing this contest. So my enthusiasm was waning, but she was still like, nope, we're supposed to win this contest. And that's where I kind of came out and said, I think we should do a country music video. Allison went out, she got the props, which was a guitar, beautiful dress, a little outfit for Catherine, and cowboy hat and cowboy boots. We're gonna give a Friday night to this. We started at 7:30, called up one of our friends to videotape this. Let's just do this. One take, every shot, we're just gonna get it, you know, fresh, it's gonna be real. And for the most part, that's how it went.
I married my dream girl about 2 years ago. Everything was blissful. Life was slow. I had time on my hands to sit and ponder life. Wake up each morning, sipping coffee with my wife. About a year later, a little blessing came. My joy was even greater. Catherine was her name. Life couldn't get any better. The thought in my mind, but listen to my story and you'll see why I cry. She wanted this house, thought it could be so grand, but as for now, it's the shame of the land. She thinks I'm her hero, that I can do this all alone. Please, CertainTeed, won't you throw me a bone? Truth is, my skills are not all that, and money's tight. Oh, CertainTeed, won't you help me in my plight? I adore my girls so, wanna give them the best. With this new house, I don't get any rest. But I'm a slave to the projects, it seems they never end. Please, CertainTeed, make my marriage happy again. Don't make me do this myself.